Dear Rasheeda and Kirk Frost, we are tired. Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on. What's going on? Y'all already know I got the black V-neck on. You already heard it in the intro, girl. You all know what that means. Grab your headphones. This has been a long time coming. And I want to make sure I turn all my stuff off. I want you all to hear me loud and clear. So Rasheeda and Kirk Frost have been on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta since the very first season. We are currently ending the season of what, season 7 or season 8, and we have seen Kirk and Rasheeda go through the relationship, marriage issues for the longest. And now I am tired. I am tired, and I thought to myself, I can't even spend 10 minutes talking about you all in a review on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, but I want to speak to you all directly because we are tired. We are tired of both of you all. But Rasheeda, since you only want to put the blame on women, maybe I just need to address you instead of putting the blame on your husband, although he is the one that allegedly cheated on you. So let's get into it. So like I said, Rasheeda has been on Love and Hip Hop from the beginning. We've seen Kirk cheat, do whatever. But my thing is not just of me being tired of seeing them and their false storyline on Love and Hip Hop, but I am tired of this narrative that Rasheeda wants to blame Jasmine for her husband's infidelities. And I did a short clip on it on Instagram, but I said, you know what? It's time for me to blow the dust off the black V-neck and talk to her directly. So Rasheeda, a couple of years ago, when the incident first happened and Jasmine allegedly had Kirk's baby or whatever, Rasheeda said that Jasmine should have closed her legs because he is a married man and she should have known better. She sat on that couch, got paid to sit on this couch, got paid to embarrass her whole family and talk about this. The only thing that she had to offer is that Jasmine should have closed her legs. Make it make sense. It didn't make any at all. And hopefully it made you a couple of sense because Rasheeda, we are tired. We are tired of seeing you get on this stage and use this platform to spew ignorance every reunion, every season, every episode. Kirk Frost married you. He went and y'all exchanged vows and y'all signed y'all marriage certificate together. Y'all made a promise together to be together through sickness, through health, or whatever, through brokenness or whatever. Girl, y'all made that promise, okay? Jasmine didn't make that promise. And I don't understand how you keep blaming Jasmine for your husband's infidelity. But we'll give you that your husband cheated. Because it seems like you feel like that happens so often in every marriage. You might run into something like this. So we'll let you have that. But your man, your husband, the man that you sleep with, the man that you lay next to every night, didn't even have the common decency to put on a condom while he was having sex with another woman outside of your marriage. That is what we're talking about. You keep talking about Jasmine and she should have known what was going on. Your husband knew what was going on before he got into that. Y'all have been seeing baby mama drama from the beginning of time. Y'all seen what Scrap was dealing with. Y'all seen what Stevie J was dealing with. And your husband is cool with all of these men that have been through that. So he knew what he was getting into. This is the same man that was sitting here paying for apartments and doing all, and you were showing up and all of this and that, all of this alleged mess. But you sit up here want to put the energy and all the anger on Jasmine because Jasmine should have told him no. If Jasmine would have told him no, somebody else would have said yes. And Jasmine probably was the one who said yes when somebody else said no. That is your husband. He should have more respect for you and y'all marriage. That is what's going on, girl. I don't know why you seem to think, you tell myself, oh, I'm switching wigs. You might want to switch some brain cells because it seems like you don't get it. Girl, let me back up and really go there. I honestly don't believe that's Kirk's child anyway. It has been brought to my attention several times that might be Kirk's son's child, and that is your grandchild. So y'all might be using this as a storyline to keep getting y'all some checks so you can keep funneling money in that little piss-poor ass store you got at Phil's Plaza selling that cheap ass shit from China and upcharging it 300% so you can be able to pay your bills. Girl, let me call you out. Because Rasheeda, girl, you were the same person talking about some chewing all of my bubble gum. Since you might well be chewing on popcorn because you was the biggest clown out here. You are a clown. I don't know why you keep thinking it's your responsibility to call out Jasmine and tell her that she was expecting this. And then you got your man sitting right next to you. Sitting right next to you telling you, I don't know what Jasmine was expecting. Maybe I was married, she knew what she was getting into. Like, what does that mean? Y'all again keep blaming Jasmine. Like, you could, if we are going to blame, if we're going to go by your logic, Rasheeda, and put the blame, she should have closed her legs, she should have did this and that, we're going to give that same logic to your man. So somebody hopped on him and made him do whatever, he could at least put on a condom. If he's going to be a man and want to sleep with somebody else, because that's what men do, they desire other folks outside of marriage, and we're going to say that, then why couldn't he have the common decency to put on a condom to make sure that this person did get pregnant? I understand some women's critique with saying that ultimately all of this falls on the woman. She is the one to carry the child. She's the one that has to deal with that. But you know what? I'm going to push back on that because we need to get out of this. It takes if two people are coming together and having consensual sex and a child comes on there, it should not fall on the woman. It should not fall on the woman. And we have got to get out of there and putting it on the women and saying that the women are responsible. If two people came together and they had consensual sex and the woman gets pregnant, although that's her body, you should still be there to support her during that process or whatever. You knew what you was doing, Kirk. Ain't no telling what type of stories he was telling Jasmine. Ain't no telling what he was telling Jasmine. And Rasheeda, he didn't even have the common decency to even tell you that, girl, he was going to cheat or he was going to do anything. So what do you mean? You don't even know what this man was saying when he was talking to Jasmine. He might have been telling Jasmine, I'm going to leave my wife. I believe that. And how you gonna sit here and think that she a fool for believing that when you sit here being the ultimate fool and dragging a woman for something that your husband did? Rasheeda, you don't make any sense. And I'm gonna tell you this, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta ain't gonna be around forever, girl. They're gonna have to cut this shit loose eventually. And girl, I hope you leave this show with some type of decency. Instead of selling them cheap ass clothes that you importing from China and bringing over here and upselling 500%, I hope you got something else going on, girl, because I'm not feeling anything that you said. Like, girl, I don't see how anybody can follow you. The boss chick, you need to change your name to the clown chick. You have been a clown through season 1 through season 8. You told K. Michelle you didn't believe that. Come to find out that shit was true. Girl, it just seems like you hate women. That's what it seems like. You need to deal with your misogynoir that you got going on in your spirit. Because how you keep putting all this anger and energy towards the women and not on your man that you made vows with doesn't make any sense to anybody. It's not making sense to us, Rasheeda. Now, Rasheeda, since you might say, oh, well, he a hater or whatever, girl, trust me. You got some other teas that came out that I have never talked about and I never will talk about. So girl, if I really did not like you, I would have been talked about that like everybody else been doing. But I owe you respect and I'm going to give you respect. But what I'm not going to let you do is continue to disrespect Jasmine and disrespect us by getting on this platform and spewing this ignorance every other reunion. Girl, we are over it. Mona Scott says, I don't know what y'all got to do, but it's time for y'all to cut Rasheeda and Kirk, cut them, give the budget to somebody else because y'all are wasting y'all money. We are tired of Rasheeda and Kirk. We are tired. If it's any storyline that we are tired of, it's Rasheeda and Kirk. I'm pretty sure y'all can take them $400,000-$500,000 y'all giving them and give it to somebody else that's actually in the studio creating music. The only thing these folks out here doing is coming down on somebody else's parenting. Girl, I was not feeling that. I was not feeling that. If your husband barely is involved, how he gonna take the child for a weekend and then sit here and say, well, we need to get rid of this, we need to throw it in the garbage? No, ma'am. If she got that baby 5 days, 6 days out of the weekend, y'all only got it for a weekend every other weekend, and y'all ain't really doing that much, it doesn't matter if that child wearing Pampers to 5. Y'all ain't been around that child enough to be able to make those big drastic decisions. So don't be doing that. I don't like when folks do that. Child, you can't be keeping nobody kids for 2 days out of the year and then sitting here talking about you gonna do this and that when you ain't the person that's sitting here going to sleep and putting them to sleep every night. Girl, no ma'am. The only person you need to be burping and making sure they ain't doing nothing is your husband, okay? And that's Kirk Frost. Girl, that's all I got for you, Rasheeda. Hope you find some business real soon because the business you got at press has you ultimately pressed, okay?